But this is crazy, crazy a bunch of people here. It's wild. We've been working on getting that fit and finish just right for our travels, and one of the key things that we needed to do was get rid of that terrible mattress.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad mattress the one night we slept on it.
Yeah, the one that it came with was just absolutely awful. But we made that change, haven't we?
We have definitely changed over to the Brooklyn Bedding Company, and we have a very comfortable mattress to put on it now.
There, you go to the website. There's 4 different types of RV mattresses, and some of you may say, well, what size do I need? That is the great thing about Brooklyn Bedding. They have a size for virtually every single mattress that you can find in all the odd different sizes. Here's something else that's incredibly nice about Brooklyn Bedding. They have a 120-night sleep trial. You can try it. I don't think you'll be sending it back. 10-year warranty on the mattress, free shipping in the USA. And it's just an incredible, incredible mattress. Placing and installing your RV mattress by Brooklyn Bedding couldn't be easier. Bring the box inside, lay it on top of your bed platform, take it out of the plastic, and within minutes, the bedding will expand into its full size. Thank you, RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, for sponsoring this video. We really appreciate that. And also, go to the link that you see below there, rvmattress.com/ilovervlife, or you can click on the card up above to go to RV Mattress. Use the code ilovervlife when you check out, and you'll get 20% off of your mattress that you would like. It's an incredible mattress, and we really do appreciate their sponsorship. Joan and I are now in Sautee Nacoochee, and we're going to do 2 things here. The one is the Folk Pottery Museum that we've driven by several times and never looked at. I'll show you that in just a second. And then behind me, you may can see an old school that is another museum that's associated with this. But over here is the Folk Pottery Museum. This is going to be something new. We're kind of looking forward to this. This is going to be, I think this is going to be interesting, be a lot of fun. Something different for the North Georgia mountains. Joan and I are in the Folk Pottery Museum located in Sautee Nacoochee. And oh, you've got to come here. It's free donations. And the history here of pottery and folk pottery goes back a very long time, pretty much around the Metter family. We started off with a video that's right around here. I won't show you that, but if you come here, which I hope you will, it will start with that video, and that's something gives you a lot of insight about what's going on.
Interesting.
This is one of the Metters family. This is their pottery wheel, and you can see, you know, this goes back. I mean, their process is old, but their pottery is just absolutely fantastic, and all done by foot. Isn't that something? And when we watched the video was incredible. It showed their process, and you can see this pottery here had not made it to the kiln yet. It's all fresh. Here in Sautee Nacoochee, there's something about this area. We're down in a valley. It's kind of known for its clay. There's 4 or 5 different types of clay. They showed in the video how to make the blend of their pottery clay. And it's all old school. I mean, there's nothing modern in their process and how they made their glazes. All this is done by hand. It's just really incredible. And their pottery is just stunning. They've been doing it for a long, long time. I mean, back when they just used this for, you know, storage and churns and put up their pickle goods for the winter. It was done in pottery. But here, I'll show you some more around here. This is really a fantastic facility. You can look behind me up in the top. I'll show you some of this. Is a stunning post and beam structure. This would show you what the back of the kiln looked like. This is just a mock-up of that. And then you can see the different types of pottery styles and glazes that they use, from ash, lime, alkalines, salt. It's quite a science. Quite a science. Beautiful pieces. Look at these. They're stunning pieces. And you can see how it was used in the kitchen from back in the day. Isn't this something? And I'll show you these old pictures of people using the pottery. Yes, pottery was used at the stills. Of course it was. And then you can see here the old pottery churns that were used back then. A simpler life, wasn't it? And then more uses of the old pottery for storage and used in the smokehouse. And of course, used at the still. Used at the spring house for water. All right, a lot more to see here. I want you to see this building. This building is just incredible. I mean, when I walked in and just saw the structure, I just had to, before I did anything else, I just had to stop in awe. What an incredible building. Beautiful building. All right, let's look around some more. And there you go, some of its more traditional uses from the distillers.
This is the Metters family.
Oh, here you go. Here's the Metters family here. And they're really the founders of the pottery that was here. There's actually books on them. Brothers in Clay. I'll have to find that. Looks like they're well known. Pottery is not just something from the new. Here is a Nacoochee Valley bowl from Native Americans from the 13 to 1500s. You know, so it's been around for a long time. And I'll see if I can find something. There's something very unique about this valley that we're in. And we're up in North Georgia in the hills, but there's some creeks and rivers around here, and the clay deposits are quite interesting. And you can see churns, syrup jugs. You can see the different styles. A pickle jar, more churns, cream pots, storage. Isn't that something? All done the old way. Here's a great picture over here showing how the pottery is made from raw, into the finished product. And if you could see the kiln that they use, there's no temperature or anything else. It's wood fired, and they crawl inside of it and stack the fire brick and then start the fires. They know how hot it needs to be, and they've been doing it for so long. It's really something. So here you see cream and syrup, and here's an old whiskey jug. Lots of jugs. Pictures. I was looking for some of the ones with the faces on them. They used to do that. They said they didn't even know where that came from. It was just a novelty that they just started doing. Now, here's one of the things that they were talking about. They said they have no idea where this came about. They started making the faces in the pottery. And in the video, the brothers talked about where it came from. They said they didn't know. They just said they started doing it, and said they always made the faces ugly for some reason. But you can see this. Isn't this wild? They just started doing it, and off it took. Face jugs, they called them.
Look at this face.
Look at this. Oh, look at this. Now, this is a modern piece from 2004. Dwayne Crocker did that.
And you got more faces over here.
Lots more faces from the 70s, 60s. I didn't see if those were old pieces over there. Yeah, so that one there is from the 50s. And matter of fact, he talked about where he'd use rocks in the eyes and the teeth in the video. 59 on that one. Some of the older pieces. They didn't try to make them perfect. They just tried to make them functional. Here's one of Lanier Metters as he made the faces. You can see that. Everything from the Metter family, the Hewells, Crockers, on and on and on. They've kind of got a wall of fame here of many of the potters here from the area. We're walking out of the post and beam facility over here, and there's a hallway that leads up here to, I think, an old school. And this is an art gallery and history museum. Well, you know what brings me to these places, museums. Unfortunately, we have a history museum showing some history of the area that goes back oh my goodness, back into the woodland period. I don't know that date, unfortunately, but you can see old rough stone axes and arrowheads. Mississippian period, so that's around 1000 AD. You know that if you've seen my video of the Okmulgee Monument in Bibb County. If you haven't, I'll put a link for it up here. Some old long arms, Joan. Look at that. How far do those go back? A brown bess? Goodness. It's probably, I don't know. They're flintlocks. So that's probably late 1600s, early 1700s, somewhere thereabout. Neat. And of course, Joan's ancestors from up here, they talk about the secession of the Cherokee lands in Georgia. A tough time, but if you look at Joan, you'll see those high Cherokee cheekbones from her great-grandmother. And one of the interesting things here is they've got the original settlers of this area. So we're here in Cleveland on this map. And we're in Sautee Nacoochee here. And I've got a list of the original settlers from the area. And then the original plat maps. Look at that. We're not far from the Dahlonega in this area. There was gold found here. And we'll probably make it over to the Dahlonega. I've got a great video I'll put up top about the Gold Museum. If you've never been there, please go. They did something called hydraulic mining here, which just basically stripped the land. And there's some deep mines as well. Here, I'll put another video up since I'm talking about this, where I went to Consolidated Mines. You can tour that one still. It's pretty incredible. And that would be an assayer's safe with this gold inside of it. I'm not sure that that's gold. That's something. Old lumber mills. Look at that. One thing I did not know about was asbestos mining came from here. Oh my goodness. Learned something with that. All right. Let's see what else we can find here. I have to show you this building down through here. Does it look like an old schoolhouse? Of course it does. This is the Nacoochee School. So we're in Sautee Nacoochee, the area, but this is the Nacoochee School. It was a first through high school at one point in time, and then ended up being elementary before it closed. It looks like where I went to grammar school. I'll just kind of show you, this is where they highlight a lot of artists from the area. So there's lots and lots of things. I won't zero in anything specific. A lot of these pieces are available to purchase if you come here, which is really great that they're doing things like this. Okay, we're leaving the Folk Art Center. This museum is incredible. Both the facility over there where the pottery was at was quite amazing, just beautiful.
Yeah.
The building itself was beautiful, but then just seeing the roots and learning about the roots of pottery, which I had no idea that it was just so deep and so rich here of folk art pottery here from the area. And then coming over here to the old school.
Yeah.
And just seeing some of the things. We're showing a highlight. I mean, there's so much more to see when we just can't capture it all in a video, but I hope you get a chance to come here. It's really is special. Beautiful October day, isn't it, honey?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It is really something. I'll turn the camera around. We're en route to a teeny little town called Tiger, which is kind of up in the hills, pretty high up. And we'll show you some video from there in just a little bit. We're on a windy road, so I'm trying to be careful and not look at the camera while we drive. Let me turn the camera around and I'll just kind of show you what this area looks like. You can kind of see how windy the road is here. It's really windy, but it's beautiful. This area is referred to as Lake Burton. And it is beautiful farms up here in some of the valleys, just gorgeous. Real twisty, turny up here. I'm having to be kind of careful, but just gorgeous. And you can see some of the color in the trees. We're just starting to get a little bit of yellow and a little bit of orange. We probably won't get peak up here for, I would say, another 2 weeks or so. That's the way it looks right now. But it's curvy. We've really been fortunate trying out a lot of these new vineyards, and some that we've been to in the past, and they're all pressing right now. So they, being a little bit further south than what we were at in North Carolina, they still have some fruit on the vine. But you can see where they have been. What are you doing here? As we see here, they've been getting, this fruit was picked when? Today. Yeah. So this is from this morning. And what kind of grape is this?
Petite Manseng.
Oh, okay. We're going to be have the Petite Manseng. So we've got the crush going, and you're getting ready to start the press. So, oh, you hadn't just started the press. It's going, and that thing has like a big bladder in it, does it not?
It does, yeah. I'm about to inflate it a little bit more, just a couple of seconds.
That's awesome. So this will be next year's?
We'll probably bottle this in the spring, will be the goal.
This will be the goal next year, yeah. Wow, you all have been busy, and you got a lot more to do yet, don't you?
That's crazy. We got a lot more Petite Manseng out there on the other side of that car that's going in here, and then we have some Cabernet Sauvignon and Petit Verdot left to pick.
Yeah, we saw a lot of fruit still on the vine, so you got to get that out of there by when?
The goal is before Thursday next week, because we're getting rain.
Wow.
Supposedly by then.
You don't want it wet, do you?
Yeah, but typically we don't like things that hang on even in good weather past October 15th.
Yeah, yeah. So you're crushing the grape and looking for your sugars and do all that kind of stuff?
Yeah. So
while it's still on the vine, I mean, you have a process that you go through.
Mark will go out and get samples pretty much weekly to see how they're doing.
I'm amazed at the process with the pH balances and all this. I mean, it really is, it's both a science and an art, is it not?
It is, yeah. And this grape, Petite Manseng, it gets really high sugar relative to other grape varietals now.
It's awesome.
Get up to 25, 26 Brix, and it holds its acidity. We'll pick it at like 3.1 pH. So it's a good grape to use.
You got a big, I mean, just lots of barrels back in the back. It's just, this is a great vineyard. We enjoyed it last year. Looking forward to trying this year's releases.
Yeah, excited to have you back.
This is awesome. So this is this year's
2022 Norton.
All right. Oh, I can't wait. All right, this is going to be awesome. Let's see what we have here.
It's a lot different than
you can. So when will this go to bottle, and when will you start serving it?
Well, it depends on what our inventory will be like. It will be in barrels at least a year. Longer if it can stand it.
That's going to be good.
Yeah.
Now it'll sweeten. Will it sweeten over?
No, it'll soften over time.
It'll soften.
We'll treat it to kind of mellow out that astringency Norton typically has. The pH is kind of high. I might have to add some tartaric acid to it. So we'll see how that goes.
That's awesome. That's going to be a great Norton. Good year for it, huh?
Yeah.
Grapes were full and
came out kind of interesting. It's kind of got some spice to it this year.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be great. That's a treat. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I have to show you this beautiful, beautiful vineyard. Unfortunately, I can't get down to where the grapes are at. Although they brought some in and that they had picked this morning, let us taste some of them. And of course, I've got to sample some of the current press and light fermentation. But I did want to show you this stunning vineyard. It's probably visually, it's probably our favorite that we come to. It's just gorgeous, and the wines are good too. Look at this, just gorgeous. Can you see it? Isn't it something? And I can't quite get down. Like I said, I can see the netting. Here, let's walk down here. I think I can get close enough to show you where some of the grapes are at. Don't know if you can make it out, but you can see right down on the bottom there's netting. Put that to keep the birds out of it. Can't quite make out the fruit, but they've been picking like crazy. Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it beautiful? Look at those mountains up there. Such a pretty area. And there's the pretty little tasting room that Joan and I are in. I'll take you inside, let you see the inside, folks. Even though it's a Thursday, it's kind of busy here. There's Joni. We just finished up our tasting. You have a favorite, Joan?
Yeah, I like the Norton.
You like the Norton? Their Norton here is incredible. Their Cobb Franc's good. And we'll take a Traminette. We've been sitting here we decided to sit inside this time. Talk with the folks who are serving us. Very, very nice. I think they have what is it, a Merlot brownie, Joni?
Well, it's a wine brownie.
A wine brownie.
Go over there and give them a look at that.
Yeah, they have a wine brownie. And Joan wants one. So these are Norton brownies this year. And Joan got some of those last year. Those were a favorite. All right, Joan and I are leaving Stonewall Creek. Good wines, weren't they?
Oh yeah, it's a very good one.
You have a favorite? Norton?
I like the Norton. The Norton was a very good wine.
Yeah, they got a great Norton here. Here, let me just show you one more view. It's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And they just really treated us nice here. Let us see the crush and press operation. And of course, we got the sample of Norton that will be coming out in the future. A lot of fun. We have lots of fun places we're going to be going to in North Georgia this season. Vineyards are going to be some, and then we're going to do a lot of other things too. But first stop and a treat. I actually got to see some making. All right, we got another place to go. We're not done yet. Joan and I came to the Boat and Sea restaurant. Joan's digging through the menu now of all the goody things that are here. We've been here several times before. This is my favorite German restaurant in Helen, Georgia. It is incredible. It's very authentic. The chef is, I think, from Austria, if I remember that correctly. We're here on a Thursday, about 3:45, and it is already crowded. I can only imagine what the weekends are like here. I imagine they are a zoo. We're going to order the sampler platter. It's got a little bit of everything on it. I'll show it to you. And we're kind of sitting family style in here. You can just see big open tables, that kind of thing. And we'll show you, of course, if you come to Oktoberfest in Helen, every place has got a big giant beer tent. Of course, they've got the beer tents outside. Every place has a beer tent. We're going to wander around a little bit when we finish our meal. We'll kind of show you some of the fun things to do in Helen midweek. Because if you come on Saturday, you can hang out with 100,000 of your closest friends. It has arrived. This is a sampler platter. You can see we get it for $2. You can't beat this thing. Sauerbraten, pork schnitzel, garlic wurst, on and on and on, spatzel, potato salad, red cabbage, cloves, German potato salad. It is incredible. And then a good German Hefeweizen to go with it. Mercy. This is going to be some kind of yummy. And you cannot leave a German restaurant without apple strudel. You got apple strudel, Joan. Look at that. Oh, this is going to be good. Oh, we got to get the rotten kitty on video. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I know I see you. Rotten kitty. Aren't you sweet? You never get pet. Look at you, sweet thing. We just left the restaurant. Incredible. I'll show you what it looks like around here. We're going to look at a few things and just see how things are going. And all the tents are out. In October, you'll see the party tents, or the beer tents they call them here. They're everywhere, everywhere. When it comes Saturday, you will not be able to move. Here's the interesting thing, is the Chattahoochee River. Here it is. It is not much of a river yet. But weirdly, it flows in this direction. It's a pretty shot. Look, of course, you got water and rocks. You're gonna have kids around it, right? They can't help themselves. Just like a magnet. Some people are down there doing some trout fishing too. The Troll Tavern, that is a very, very popular place. Food, okay. But most people come here to enjoy beverages. And then this is the kind of the shopping district up through here. And then you got the big beer garden up here as well. And they usually have live music, and that's kind of fun. But kind of fun to come just hang out in Helen. Again, come Saturday, there will be thousands and thousands of people here.
For Oktoberfest.
For Oktoberfest, big time, Joan. Kind of neat though. There's always this form of travel. All right, here's the big beer garden in the middle of Helen. I mean, it is packed. We're waiting for the live music. I'm not sure when they show up, but this is crazy, crazy a bunch of people here. It's wild.